Here, kitty, kitty.
Over the years, as I've been involved with the community cats in Surrey, the issue is significant.
What women are doing behind us is they're doing the bolniya. It's a traditional Punjabi songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines!
In Canada, there is almost 750,000. In the next 30 years, we expect the numbers to double.
Yeah.
And what are they?
They are our grandchildren.
Your community.
Hey guys.
Your news.
I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwell.
In review.
Hello and welcome to Surrey in Review. I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwell, and on this edition of the show we'll be highlighting some of the local news and events that have been happening in your neighbourhoods over the last few weeks.
Starting off our show today with some amazing youth who have put the extra effort into saving lives in our community.
I'm so excited that you guys are repeat donors. The need for youth to donate is huge. So you excited about giving blood today? Yeah. Awesome. Let's go.
According to Canadian Blood Services, every minute of every day, someone in Canada needs blood. Sherry Montgomery recognizes the importance. She's been donating for the past 20 years, and she's been organizing the Young Blood for Life program.
What is my time?
So far, it's 1 minute 26.
What a great opportunity to teach students beyond the classroom. One of the main reasons why I'm involved at the school level is because we need a large donor base. We've got an aging population right now, and so we really need to rely on youth because they're our future.
I'm fortunate enough to be healthy, and there's no reason why I shouldn't donate blood.
My record so far is 10 minutes. Right now our goal at school is to get, I think it's 150 students donating, but if we can get groups together to come down here and donate, then that would be amazing.
Donate today? Yes. Great, I'll take it.
Clayton Heights donated over 100 donations last year, and they're hoping to increase those numbers even more for 2013.
We come here every 2 months, and there's about 16 of us.
Put a Band-Aid on your arm.
It's not as scary as people think it is.
Over 37,000 teenagers donated to Canadian Blood Services last year. Also important to teenagers, transportation. When you don't have your license yet, a good transportation plan is key. Where's my bus?
I'm a newcomer to Langley, and I've lived here a few months, and I find Langley very pedestrian unfriendly. There's no sidewalks in a lot of places, like along here. How do you get to that shopping center over there?
The City of Langley is updating its master transportation plan in the next year. It's a multi-modal system that will guide the development of roads, transit, bicycle facilities, and pedestrian walkways in the next 25 years.
We're looking at a 2030 horizon, so getting their feedback at this intro stage is pretty important.
There doesn't seem to be a proper solution to it.
You get here and you have to jog right and left.
The process will take about a year to complete, and we anticipate that later this spring we'd have a draft plan for the public to consider and for our council.
We moved here about 6 years ago in Richmond, and you could use the bus, you could use the train, and it's been a little slow.
On the whole, well, this is an improvement. At this stage, a lot of this is well underway.
2/3 or 2/4.
Being that Langley is surrounded by Surrey and the township, so we want to be able to have routes that are continuous going through the city.
So still some work to be done then.
Still some work to be done.
The Langley community is coming together to work on an ideal transportation plan. It's important to get together in times of need, especially when a tragedy is involved.
So appalling that one of our sisters had to lose her life for all of us to stand up here and speak out against something that actually happens every 20 minutes in India.
In response to the story of Jyoti Pandey, the New Delhi woman who was fatally beaten, communities have been gathering in vigils across the globe, not only to honour the woman, but to bring awareness to the ongoing acts of violence happening against women today.
We need to start with our own families. We need to teach our sons and our brothers how to treat their sisters and eventually their girlfriends and wives. And it's important for the whole world to come together and show that this is not going to be tolerated anymore.
As we stand for the victims that we know about, there are hundreds and thousands of our sisters, our mothers, and our friends who still suffer in silence on a daily basis.
As we acknowledge that this problem exists in India,
it happens here in our very own home. Statistic Canada shows 1 out of 17 women experience sexual abuse at one point in their life.
The South Asian community hopes their gathering sends a message to save lives. Also saving lives,
The Vancouver Kitten Rescue Association is working hard to find felines a home and get them off the street.
Here, kitty, kitty. Over the years, as I've been involved with the community cats in Surrey, the issue is significant. We have a large number of unspayed females that wander around, and that's tomorrow's feral cat colony.
The Vancouver Orphan Kitten Rescue was formed in 2000. They provide over 100 individual foster homes within the Lower Mainland. Within Surrey, over 600 cats were rescued last year.
Today, we were able to get 3 cats. 4 cats actually. One was tamed, so it was released, and it had already been neutered. Now that she's been trapped, she's going to go to the vets right away. Then she's going to go into our TNR center, which is a recovery place. We have it for another 2 months, and then we need another facility. So we're looking for free space.
We at High Point are dealing with Vocra for the last 3 to 4 years, and they're bringing in feral cats with the different issues. We are going to do a physical exam on this cat. We'll check on their lung sounds, heartbeats, their respirations.
Minnie was caught in a trap a number of years ago and since tamed and was adopted by us.
Nature and wildlife is important to the community. The Langley forests have been compromised recently, and the locals have come together to save the land.
It's approximately 240 years old.
Right at the top there, can you see the nest?
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Occasionally birds do actually build a nest on them.
It seems a travesty that an ancient mature forest like this, which is so rare, could be lost, and once it's gone, it's gone.
In the Glen Valley area of Langley, there's a gem of forested land that has brought the community together. There was a group formed in 2012 called WOLF, Watchers of Langley Forest.
This is irreplaceable. If we were to try to make it, it would take centuries to even get a facsimile of it. So I just think it's really important to preserve our natural heritage.
Some have a different opinion of the music of frogs.
I love the color.
Over the last couple of months, we've been working with a group called Wolf. As council, we have to balance all the needs of the community, both the people that would like to see that property remain in township hands and those that would like to see the income generated from some of these lands to help build the recreation centers.
Accessibility, I think, is one of my favorite things about this beautiful forest.
That'll be a difficult decision for council because they have to balance the needs of all of the community.
Community involvement, very important. Dean and I are picking up trash from the forest for all to enjoy.
Now, speaking of enjoyment, there's going to be lots of it in our next segment. It's all about celebrations coming up after the break.
I mean, you look at Robbie Burns, and that's what his poetry and his songs are about. Everybody coming together.
Your community. Your news in review. Your community. Your news in review.
Welcome back. 2013 has started off with a bang.
Celebrations all around like this unique fusion festival, Gung Haggis Fat Choi.
One of BC's most unique fusion events is the Gung Haggis Fat Choi dinner. It combines the traditional festivities of the Chinese New Year with the Scottish celebration of Robbie Burns Day.
One day, Chinese New Year, was 2 days away from Robbie Burns Day, and we brought our friends together and we said, let's celebrate both. Gung Haggis Fat Choi, we're recognizing that culture is not stagnant. We're creating things, and it's really inclusive.
You look around, you're going to see every culture, which, I mean, you look at Robbie Burns, and that's what his poetry and his songs are about. It was about change, it was about inclusive, you know, everybody coming together.
This would be the wonton haggis. It's one of the most anticipated dishes on the menu here. That is interestingly tasty.
Warm, rich and rich.
Me nae cheerful twinkle lights me, dark despair around benights me.
And what was that?
A Fond Kiss by Robbie Burns.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Bottoms up. While I might need a little more work on my Scottish and Chinese accents, I'm glad to live in a country where we celebrate the diversity of languages we communicate in.
Oh Canada, our home and native land. True patriots et saints de fleurons glorieux. Oh Canada, notre amour singulier notre Christ.
Considering the amount of cultures we have in Canada, it's no surprise the amount of languages you can hear. According to Stats Canada, 1/3 of the Lower Mainland's population speak a language other than English at home. The most popular of these immigrant languages is Punjabi. Tell me, what languages do you speak with the kids?
I prefer to do all these in Punjabi, but I think when they answer in English, then I also start talking in English.
There's a lot of talk about the recent Stat Canada report, which says that the number of people speaking only English in their homes has gone down from 65% to 58%. But the thing that needs to be understood, that it's not that people have stopped speaking English in those homes. In addition to English, they are speaking their mother tongue as well.
My parents speak Tagalog with us at home. They don't force me to speak Tagalog. I speak English back to them, but when I have kids, I want to pass it on to them too.
Celebration of languages to a celebration of dancing with the Richmond Stars. The local celebrities busted out the moves, just like Dean Atwell here.
One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3.
It's just around the corner. The second annual Dancing with the Richmond Stars is heading to the Grand Ballroom, featuring 6 local celebrities paired up with 6 amazing instructors.
And 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're not competing this year. We won the trophy last year. So this year we're actually showcasing, and we're looking forward to passing over the trophy to the 2013 Dancing with the Richmond Stars champions.
The Richmond Hospice Society asked me to join the Dancing with the Stars, and I thought, well, that could be fun. I'm always up to embarrassing myself.
Cha, cha, cha. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha.
I think it's wonderful that they volunteered. They've all showed that wonderful thing, that rare thing called community spirit. And what is this event all about? Well, it's one of our principal fundraisers.
I think that people are going to have a great time watching people dancing, performing, and you see me doing this live and in person.
From one dancing celebration to the next, 2013 rang in a party with the South Asian Festival of Lori. The diverse communities in Canada ensure that there are a number of events to celebrate year-round. Right now, we're here to celebrate the South Asian Festival of Lori.
It's a celebration from the Punjab area in India, and it's particularly significant if you have a newborn child or if you're a newlywed. So that's why we're here, to see all the different families from the Indian community in Surrey. Wish them well.
Well, I just heard about the event and I thought it was a neat cultural festival to check out. It's very community oriented, lots of families, lots of kids. It's really, really nice to see. And that's one thing about being not from the community and coming in. I'm not really familiar with everything, but everybody's just really warm and welcoming and ready to tell you about the festival and what's going on and to help translate some of what's being said up there.
What women are doing behind us is that they're doing the boliyan. It's a traditional Punjabi songs. They're singing, they're clapping. What is thrown into the fire is sesame seed. So when you throw those seeds into the fire, it sparkles. So it represents sparkle in life, new beginnings. Let's say bye to evil negativities that we have inside, and let's start fresh.
The South Asian Festival is always so colorful, and speaking of color,
it's time to celebrate local artists who have visually contributed to our community.
I make a video art, and this is I've just completed for Surrey. Several hundred GIFs based on a series of still photographs and animated that I started crunching out on my smartphone earlier last year.
Urban screens have been gaining popularity all across North America in recent years, and Surrey has become home to Canada's largest outdoor non-commercial screen at the Chuck Bailey Rec Centre.
And the fact that the SkyTrain goes by, anybody can see it. It's really special, especially with this 100-foot wide projection screen.
So I just love coming here because I like seeing the bright lights, and it makes you feel like pretty safe. I don't know.
Turn.
The future lives here in Surrey, so it presents an opportunity for people to see what artists are making with digital technology outside in a really big scale.
Yeah, so it's a 5 minutes.
It's the most important media artists, so we're really excited that Surrey is premiering a brand new piece.
Seeing it presented as a work of art, I think people really appreciate that.
Dean and I are taking our own gifts inspired by Paul Wong.
Well, the celebration segment may be over, but we've got stories on many local events coming up right after the break.
A man who is going to take ideas to action to results fairly immediately.
Your community. Your news in review. Your community. Your news in review.
Welcome back. There's always so much happening in the community.
There's no shortage of events like the grand opening to Brighton College at Surrey Central. Heading there now.
In the future, I think we're going to put the students kind of, pictures, names, etc. Then this is the lab for our resident care attendant program. The classrooms are a lot better than even our offices. So look at the office, we have no window.
With the expansion of Surrey's population and new residents from abroad, the demand for education and upgrading has increased. There is now a brand new campus at Surrey Central, Brighton College.
Oh, good job. That looks good.
Yeah.
All I need for you to do is just fill out the forms, put your name, your phone number, and a little bit about us and how you heard about us.
We're actually thrilled to be here in Surrey because we know this is going to be the biggest market for education for us. We've just seen the international student market just explode in the last couple of years.
I've also learned how to make the blogs on the WordPress.
We have a lot of students who have been coming into our Burnaby campus or our Vancouver campus all the way from Surrey, so we're kind of meeting them halfway now.
You can work anywhere after doing this course.
I just want to have a diploma in Canada for the hospitality, and then just want to run my own business.
And you're here to support these two, right?
Oh yeah, I think education is very important for the younger generation and sometimes the older generation.
Always in education is the great cuisine our city has to offer. A gathering of all the street food trucks in Vancouver was a great place to be.
So what do you recommend today?
I'd go with the hot smoked salmon. It's a fillet of BC wild caught, ocean-wise sockeye. We hot smoke it right on board. It's delicious.
Wow, sounds amazing. I'll have one.
Vancouver has experienced a rapid expansion of street food vendors over the last few years, and for a few delicious days during Street Food City, they all gather in one area, offering a convenient and exciting culinary experience. Order up.
Thank you.
This is really a great opportunity because a lot of these food carts don't operate in the wintertime. You may find them in the summer, but if you wanted to get your favorite one during the wintertime, you really have to come to Street Food City.
I think it really kind of exemplifies what a multicultural city we are, and really sort of just fits with the identity of Vancouver.
This is the chicken tagine with green olive and lemon.
This is a deep fried squash sandwich from Mogu, and it is delicious. The bun makes it all.
Having street food vendors on the street and having quality vendors, I think it's huge. I mean, we could be known as Street Food City. I mean, not just for the festival, but Street Food City permanently. It'd be great.
Here we go. And that's how we serve our small bourguignon here. Here we go.
Father! Here we go, hot father. Enjoy this bad boy.
It's bacon, and it sounds really good, and apparently they got the best bacon in town, so I'm really excited to eat it here.
Need to work off all that delicious food, and what better way than to join an event for the cause?
And help raise some money for the Alzheimer's Society of BC.
The reality of living with Alzheimer's, that is quite something else, because we've been married happily for 56 years, right?
Yeah, 56 years.
Yeah. So you like it there, don't you, John?
Yeah, I like it there. I like it there. I like it there. Yeah, I didn't know.
The Alzheimer's Society of BC says more than 70,000 individuals and families in the province are living with dementia. So more than ever, walking for the cure has never been more important.
The Alzheimer's Society Walk is to promote awareness for Alzheimer's disease. Families come out and support us and get a chance to meet other families that are going through similar experiences.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines!
In Canada, there is almost 750,000. In the next 30 years, we expect the numbers to double.
And Kenny and Leanne.
Exactly.
Leanne.
Yeah.
Leanne.
And what are they?
They
Grandchildren.
are grandchildren.
If you know someone with Alzheimer's, give them a call. They may not even know who you are. They might not remember you fully, but they do remember they got a call from somebody, and it means a lot.
Hopefully we'll find a cure soon for Alzheimer's disease and other dementias as well.
The Alzheimer's Walk took place in 23 cities across BC. Another provincial event was the newest addition to Fraser Health
and Surrey Memorial Hospital, introducing Ryan Darcy, BC's new leadership chair.
It's going to be the sort of work that affects healthcare as quickly and rapidly as possible.
A new research chair has been appointed for the Surrey Memorial Hospital Foundation. SFU's neuroscientist, Ryan Darcy. His goal is to develop advanced diagnostic and treatment tools for people with traumatic brain injuries.
We're sitting in a district that is changing rapidly. We're looking at developing basically an academic health sciences and innovation campus. It's going to be focused on using advanced research.
A man who is going to take ideas to action to results fairly immediately.
The arrival of Dr. Ryan Darcy to Surrey, working jointly with SFU and Surrey Memorial Hospital, is very important. He takes technology that looks inside the brain and he turns it into instruments that doctors can use.
What does it mean for Surrey?
When we look at Simon Fraser University and we look at the capabilities in the Centre of Excellence, this addition here just really raises the bar yet again.
And the idea is to work within Fraser Health and form a partnership.
We have engaged Ryan Darcy in a core advisory group.
With this newest investment in Surrey, the community and the world will be seeing amazing results in the years to come, making medical advancements.
And that's it for this edition of Surrey in Review, highlighting news and stories happening in your neighbourhood.
Tune into Joy TV Daily for the latest updates, and if you have an exciting story that you would like us to cover, give Dean and I a call.
Or send us an email at the address listed below. Thanks for watching. I'm Dean Atwell.
And I'm Leah Bolton with Surrey in Review.